Arizona, homeowner's best friend.
Moving from the pool into the landscape now, you hit irrigation timers a little bit, but there's a lot of areas in the landscape it could still be leaking, and we don't walk every square inch of our yard every day. And believe it or not, what could be let's say a 400-gallon leak day from a sprinkler head, you think would be obvious, but those dry clay soils, they can soak up a lot.
That's right. So a lot of leaks are not going to just pop up out of the ground and make it very noticeable for you to see. A lot of leaks will actually travel down into the soil. So when it comes to landscape, what we look for is the age of the polylines and tubing. Most polyline and tubing lasts about 10 years. So,
and that's what you would have a drip irrigation.
Correct.
Polyline.
Correct. Exactly. And then what we're also looking at is the valve solenoids internally. A lot of times they're not opening and closing correctly, and they're locked in the open position.
And that could just be debris traveling through the water.
Correct. Or just wore out, right? So water's just constantly feeding through that line and through that valve, when in essence it was supposed to have closed off, could be a day ago, could be weeks ago. And so typically clients will begin to get alerts, or they'll begin to notice their water bill jumping, see no water in the yard. But as we do an irrigation audit, we are able to listen inside those valves with different tools and instruments, and we can actually hear the water flowing through that valve when in essence no leak is actually present.
That's incredible.
It is.
So you've got audio detector equipment for your leak detection as well.
Yeah, some of the equipment is really, really fascinating. From pipe locators to sonar equipment to cameras, to different instruments that the guys use. Yeah, there's no shortage of it that's brought out for sure.
Rosie on the house, every Arizona homeowner's best friend.